Hi, friends. Today we are attempting a subject which is so close to our heart, but yet, at times, we do not take any action about it. Yes, we are talking about change, changing ourselves according to our age, according to environment, and according to our company. We all are growing older. Each day, one day is reduced from our life inventory. God is great and awesome. God is a great, awesome mathematician, keeps all account updated. And just remember, our days on the earth, Mother Earth are numbered. We must change according to the times, age, and the life paradigms. Age is an inconsequential number. We change at all the time, every day, knowingly, even unknowingly. Yes, I am changing too. From my classroom, I just bring one example. I used to ask first question while entering the training room and asked the question why we are here. And invariably every participant used to say, "Sir, we are here for the change. We are here for the adaptations. We are in your class for learning, unlearning and low learning. Yet, I am also changing." जिंदगी किस तरह कैसे तुझ पे एतबार करूं, जिंदगी तुझ पर कैसे एतबार करूं, रोज़ एक दिन मेरी जिंदगी से कम कर जाती हो, रोज़ एक दिन मेरी ज़िंदगी से कम कर जाती हो, ऊपर से बेवजह मुस्कुराती हो. After loving my parents, my sibling, my spouse, my children, my friends, I have now started loving myself. Yes, I am changing. I just realized that I am not an atlas. I am not a map, I am not a earth, and world does not rest on my shoulders. Yes, I am changing. I now stopped bargaining with vegetable and the fruit vendors. After all, a few rupees more is not going to burn a hole in my pocket, but it might help the poor fellow save for his daughter's school fees. Yes, I am changing. I paid the taxi rickshaw driver without waiting for the change. The extra money might bring a smile on his face. After all, he is toiling much harder for living than me. Yes, friends, I am changing. I stopped telling the elderly that they already narrated the story many times. After all, the story makes them walk down the memory lane and relive the past. Yes, I am changing. I have learned not to correct people even when I know they are wrong. After all, the onus of the making everyone imperfect is not on me. Peace is more precious than perfection. Yes, I am changing. I gave compliment freely and generously. After all, it is mood enhancer, not only for the recipient, but also for me. I feel happy when I make somebody smile. Yes, I am changing. I have learned not to bother about a crease or a spot on my shirt. After all, personality speaks louder than your appearance. Yeah, I am changing. I walk away from the people who don't value me. After all, they might not know my worth, but I do. I know my value, and I do not require anybody valediction. Yes, I am changing. I have stopped being revengeful and vindictive. I now try to forgive those people who have done wrong to me, those who have used me and discarded me. Yes, I am changing. I don't speak or react much these days. I do not speak much and react these days. I spend more time in listening, empathetically handling my emotions, and trying to understand and process the emotion of other people. Yes, I am changing. I accept the people as they are. I have stopped being judgmental. Yes, I am changing. खुद से जी भर के जीने का सलीका सीख लो. खुद से जी भर के जलीने का सलीका सीख लो. लोग क्या कहते हैं परवाह न करो. लोगों की तो आदत है बेवजह कहने की. लोगों की तो आदत है बेवजह कहने की. तुम खुश रहने की यार कुछ तो वजह ढूंढ लो. Yes, I am changing. I remain cool when somebody played dirty politics to outrun me in this rat race. After all, I am not a rat. Neither I am in race with anyone. Yes, I am changing. I have learned not to be embarrassed by my emotions. After all, it's my emotion that makes me human being. Yes, I am changing. I have learned that it is better to drop the ego than to break a relationship. After all, my ego will keep me aloof, whereas the relationship, I will never be alone. I have learned to try to salvage, manage my relationship because it takes 1 minute to crack it, fracture it, and it takes 1,000 years to build a beautiful relationship. Yes, I am changing. I have learned to live each day as it is the last day of my life. After all, it might be the last. Yes, I am changing. I am doing what makes me happy these days. I am doing what makes me happy. After all, I am responsible for my happiness and I owe it to me. जी भर के शिद्दत से गले लग के मिल लो. जी भर के शिद्दत से गले लग के मिल लो अपनों से. न जाने कल तुम मिलना चाहो. न जाने कल तुम उन्हें मिलना चाहो और उनके पास वक्त ही ना हो. I decided to record this video this morning because we can all learn to treat others with more compassion and stop being gentlemen. Thank you, gentlemen, for being with me. I think change is the part and a parcel of life. Knowingly, unknowingly, we keep on getting the messages from the environment. There is a normal feedback from each person we are interacting. Now it is up to us to accept this feedback or reject it. If we accept this feedback, the process of the change is perennial and continue in our personality. Yes, we do improve when we accept what the environment people are telling. Each day is a learning day, and I have always submitted that in order to grow, in order to learn, in order to nurture and be more proactive in your life, you do not need a classroom. The world itself is a classroom and the learning process continues. Thank you, gentlemen, for being with me.